Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this reading, I have basically looked into different aspects of your life and what you can do in order to unlock said aspects. So for today's reading, I have three groups prepared for you guys. There's group number 1 with the opalite heart. There's group number 2 with the rose quartz heart. And there's group number 3 with the green aventurine heart, which is blending in with my background today. So these are the three groups that I have prepared for you guys. I want you all to intuitively either pick one or multiple of these groups by either looking at the cards up here or the crystals down here. And once you have made your decision, go down into the description box where you will find timestamps that correlate to your group's reading. Hi group 1, if you chose the opalite heart crystal, then this is going to be your reading, in which we're going to find out how you can unlock yourself with this key right here. So I'm going to be looking into different aspects of your life and how you can unblock yourself if you're feeling stuck at the moment, or if you just aren't feeling very sure of yourself. I'm just hoping that this reading is going to give you some help, some guidance. So let's get started with the first card right here, which is going to tell us what makes you unique. Okay, so here we have the Page of Swords. So what I can see in the Page of Swords is that what makes you unique is your ideas. I think you have very innovative ideas. I feel like you have this youthful sort of a drive and energy to wanting to prove yourself. I feel like you're the people who have solutions to a lot of problems. You might resonate with being the kind of person who a lot of people come to for help, for advice. You are someone who just loves problem solving. You have the solutions to everything, and that's what makes you unique. Now this might be something that you completely resonate with and you probably knew this about yourself, but in case you didn't, then this next card is going to show me how you can unlock this part of you. So here we have the Knight of Swords. So all you have to do is just stop being in your head so much. Just get out of your own head. Just get out of your own insecurities. Do not indulge in any sort of negative self-talk. If someone comes and asks you for advice, do not question your worth. Do not question your wisdom. Do not question your powers, and do not ever feel like, oh, I don't know why this person is asking me for help. How could I help? Who am I to tell someone else what to do? If you know that kind of imposter syndrome is something that you are plagued with quite often, which I do feel like you are, you just need to get out of that kind of a mentality. You know, people are coming to you because they see your potential. They see that you have these amazing powers, that you can and you almost always do solve other people's problems with a lot of ease. Like new ideas, solutions, they just come to your mind without you having to really brainstorm, without you having to work too hard to come up with these ideas. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that you just got to own it. Next up, we're gonna see how you can unlock your creativity. So here we have the Page of Wands. We have a lot of pages and a lot of knights, which is kind of like this youthful energy. So I do feel like you could possibly be someone who's quite young, or even if you're not, even if you're like older in age, I still feel like the ideas that you have and just the way that you think is very up to date with the changing times. I don't think you are stuck in the past at all. You're not stuck with you're not stuck in a time where things were done differently. I think you change and you progress with time very easily. You adapt to the times, you adapt to the situations you're in very easily. And how you can unlock your creativity is by just letting your passion flow. I feel like you're the kind of people who, when you're presented with a problem, the solution comes to your mind immediately. Sometimes you might find it difficult to express yourself, but all you have to do is realize how passionate you are about helping people and how passionate you are about being someone who comes up with solutions. So all you have to do is give yourself a confidence boost, give yourself a pep talk, surround yourself with people who are maybe more creative, maybe not very scared of expressing their opinions. That's the kind of people you need to surround yourself with, because that their confidence might rub off on you. And also I feel like a lot of times you just have to give yourself that push. You just have to convince yourself that your ideas are good enough. You just have to take a leap of faith and just share your ideas. That's pretty much all you have to do. You kind of have to, like, you almost have to seize the day, seize the opportunity sometimes, and that's how you can unlock your creativity. I feel like you're already very, very unique. You have all of these amazing magical powers and you are a very creative person. I think the only thing that's standing in your way is a little bit of self-doubt, maybe. That's like the running theme that I am seeing in these 3 cards. We still have a couple of cards to go, so we'll see how that goes. But next up, we are going to see how you can unlock your compassion. So that's what this card is going to tell us. So here we have the Hermit, and with the Hermit I can see exactly what I was talking to you about with these 3 cards. You have a lot of compassion when it comes to helping others, but you are very hard on yourself. So how you can unlock your own compassion is by looking inwards and by being more compassionate towards yourself, by not being so hard on yourself. Do not tell yourself that you're a failure. Do not feel like a failure. I feel like positive affirmations for you are very important. Start your day and end your day with positive affirmations. I think that will really help. Instead of worrying about how anyone else is going to perceive you, just right now focus on how you see yourself. So now we're gonna move on to how you can unlock your prosperity, and that's what this card is going to tell us. So here we have the Ace of Coins or Ace of Pentacles. And something that I can see here is that a great way for you to unlock your prosperity is, first of all, to manifest. Manifestations, positive affirmations, these are things that are really going to help you in general in life, I feel. But especially if you are someone who is facing a little bit of financial issues, if you're feeling a little stuck when it comes to your finances. Also, with the Hermit being the previous card, I feel like maybe you need to review how you view finances, your prosperity. How do you see that? How do you, like, what kind of relationship do you have with money and with finances? Maybe your positive affirmations can also extend to some affirmations about money flowing in, abundance flowing in, prosperity flowing into your life with a lot of ease. I think that is also something that is going to help. This next card is going to show us how you can unlock your peace of mind. So here we have the 9 of Wands. What you have to do is, again, just stop worrying so much about how other people are thinking about you or what other people are doing. You have to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your own life. What other people think about you is none of your business. So you just do not have to act like you constantly have to look over your shoulder. I feel like if you have in the past been surrounded by people who have taken advantage of you, or if you are currently surrounded by people whose intentions you don't trust, I would suggest just taking a step back, maybe finding a different group of people to hang out with, maybe surrounding yourself with a different group of people. I know it's not very easy to cut off certain people, but as much as you can distance yourself from them, I think that is going to really help you gain some peace of mind. But with the 9 of Wands, I also feel like some of these things are just in your head. Some of your insecurities are stemming from your lack of confidence and your lack of seeing your own worth. So I do feel like you need to take some time off for yourself, go into this hermit mode, look within yourself, maybe see how many people you have already helped and know that you have the potential of helping more people, or and those people, and one of those people can be you yourself. So that is what I'm seeing here. This next card right here is going to show me when you are the happiest. So maybe if you want to take a break from all of this heaviness, this is what you need to do, because I feel like this is what makes you happiest and this is when you are happiest. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Again, lots of pages, lots of like youthful energy. So in the Page of Pentacles, I can see that what makes you happiest is working. What I can see is what makes you happy is your job. Maybe you are someone who is exactly in the field that they wanted to be in. You're doing something for a living that you've always wanted to do. If it isn't, then this is a sign that you need to be pursuing things that make you happy. I feel like getting a job where you are not just financially but also emotionally and spiritually content is what's going to make you happiest, and I think that is something that's going to raise your vibration, where all of this is just going to unlock in a much easier way. So if you are someone who's stuck in a job that you don't like, immediately or as soon as you can, try and change it. And if you are already someone who's very happy with what you do for a living, continue doing it, and don't let anything else, don't let any external factor or internal factor get in the way of your happiness. Especially if coming up with solutions, giving people advice, being creative, these are things that are part of your job. Do not let your fear and your insecurities get in the way of you doing your job, because your job really makes you extremely happy. For a very few of you, I'm also getting that maybe your job is helping other people make money or manage their money, or maybe you give some kind of financial advice to people. I feel like with this card being here, showing me that this is what makes you happiest, I feel like this is your path, this is what you need to continue doing. So that's just confirmation for you. If you were feeling a little bit stuck, if you were wondering whether this path is even for you, it definitely is. And this next card is now going to show us what your hidden potential is. So maybe this is going to help you get better at your job, and that will probably help you be happier and also unlock all of these other sort of areas in your life. So your hidden potential is the Nine of Cups. You are capable and you have so much potential for achievement. You have so much potential for winning awards, for winning recognitions, being a leader, being a boss, if that is something that you are trying to do. This is kind of like climbing a ladder. So if you're currently working on getting a promotion, that is definitely a potential that you have. And I feel like you're so stuck in your insecurities and you're so stuck in fear that you don't even see this. You don't even see how much potential you truly have. I feel like wherever you feel that this, if I can achieve this, I'll be happy forever, that's just like a basic layer. That's like the bottommost layer. You have so much more potential. Whatever you think your potential is, your potential is 10 times more than that. You have so much more potential than you give yourself credit for. So that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this is helpful to you, and if you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if this resonated, what you thought about this reading, and also subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 2, if you chose the Rose Quartz Heart, then this is going to be your reading for how you can unlock yourself using this key that's right here. I'm hoping that this reading is going to provide you with some clarity, with some guidance. If you're feeling a little stuck, or if you're feeling like you're not too sure about yourself, so I want to be looking into how you can unlock different aspects and different areas of your life. So without any further ado, let's get into your reading. This first card right here is going to show me what makes you unique. This might be something that you already know about yourself, or this might be something that's coming off as a surprise to you. But for your first card, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now in this card, I can see that you guys are eternal optimists. I feel like you work hard, you put in the work towards whatever it is you want to do, or whatever it is that you want to achieve. And then you're very patient. You wait patiently for the reward to come to you. And while you're waiting for it, you're always and constantly looking on the bright side of things. You're just such an optimistic person. You're always looking at the glass half full. You're always thankful and grateful that there is a glass and there is something in it. I feel like that's the kind of people you are. Just very happy-go-lucky kind of people. So that is what makes you unique. Your next card is going to show you what your magical powers are. So here we have the King of Wands. Now something that I can see in the King of Wands is that you have this very creative, almost entrepreneurial vibe to yourself. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up from this card. You are the kind of people who think outside of the box. You're very creative. You come up with a lot of fun, innovative things. If you are someone who is wanting to start a business, or someone who already runs a business or owns a business, I feel like you're quite good at it. You have really good leadership qualities. You have amazing ideas. You have a really good work ethic. You have a very good perspective and a very balanced perspective of, you know, success and failure. You don't let failure get you down and keep you down. So I do feel like all of those leadership qualities is something that you guys have, and that is your magical power. Next up, we're gonna see how you can unlock your creativity, because like I said, you are quite creative. That's something that I see in the King of Wands. So let's see how you can unlock your creativity. And here we have the Eight of Wands. What I'm seeing in the Eight of Wands is that sometimes when you get a really good idea, maybe you second guess yourself. Not in a self-sabotaging way, but in a way of, okay, let me just take a step back, let me like review it, let me just like see how this idea is going to work out. Is it going to work out? I'm going to look into the logistics, I'm going to look at it practically. I feel like sometimes when you get creative ideas, you take a step back and you know, you wait it out. You wait out the opportunity, almost to a point where the opportunity passes you by really quickly. I feel like you come up with a creative idea and you just sit on it. You're like, I'm gonna think about it, I'm gonna see if it's gonna work out, if it's not gonna work out, let me see if I'm meant to do this. And you know, those are the kind of thoughts you have. You are not impulsive, you're not quick at taking opportunities. But I think what is blocking your creativity is just the fact that you're being too practical and too analytical sometimes for your own good. But there are some situations in life where you just quickly need to jump on the opportunity. If you've come up with a creative idea, you just quickly need to execute it. And whether you are successful at it or not, it doesn't even matter. What matters is that you try. And I feel like because you are so creative and because you have these really good leadership qualities, I feel like first of all, you'll be able to execute your ideas really well. And secondly, even if it doesn't work out, you know that it doesn't define your worth. You're not going to let it keep you down. You're just going to be like, okay, this happened, let me process it. I'm sad about it today, maybe even tomorrow, and then day after tomorrow we're going to be back to normal. We're going to get back to work, we're going to come up with more ideas, and we're just going to let our creativity flow. I feel like that is the attitude that you need to have towards your own creative ideas. You don't always have to be so patient with yourself, with your ideas. Sometimes you just have to put yourself out there, and that's how you're going to unlock your creativity. Next up, this card is going to show us how you can unlock your compassion. This could be compassion towards yourself, compassion towards other people, and here we have the Fool. Something that you can work on is being a good listener. Sometimes when you are either talking to someone, if someone comes up to you and shares their experience with you, and if it's something that you have never experienced, you can't even imagine what they are going through, instead of just trying to be optimistic and instead of just trying to be this fun-loving person who just wants to get other people in a good mood, sometimes what people need is just someone to listen to them. You don't always have to provide a solution. You don't always have to help them by doing something or by making sure that they're in a better mood, or you know, by giving them some sort of an advice or by telling them what to do. I feel like sometimes all you have to do is just sit there and listen to them. Do not judge them, just be there for them. If they want to cry, be a shoulder for them to cry on. If they need a hug, of course, if you're comfortable with it, then hug them. You don't always have to say something. You don't have to say, oh no, you know what, why don't you just look on the bright side? It doesn't matter if this happened. You can always do things in some other way. Yes, they can, but maybe this is not the right time and place for you to be telling them to be optimistic. Don't just try to rub off your optimism on other people. I feel like that could sometimes backfire and people might think that you're not being very understanding of their problem. Maybe you're coming across as someone who's quite insensitive, which I know you don't mean. I feel like you're a very happy-go-lucky person. You don't mean harm to anyone. I feel like you are the kind of person who wants to be happy and who wants to spread happiness and joy in other people's lives as well. But yeah, like I said, there's a time and place for everything, and sometimes you just have to just be there as a listener, just be there as someone who people can vent out to and move on. You don't always have to do something in order to make someone else feel better. Now we're gonna move on to how you can unlock your prosperity with this card right here. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Something that I can see in the Wheel of Fortune is that you are someone who's extremely lucky. Maybe you've had a very privileged life. Anything that you've wanted was given to you. Of course, you've had your struggles, but overall your life has been quite good. I feel like you've lived a pretty good life. I feel like you feel and you are really lucky, and you know that you are lucky. And maybe there are times when you're feeling down, you start to feel a little bit unlucky, but what you have to do to unlock your prosperity is to know that luck is on your side. You are someone who's really lucky, and anytime the Wheel of Fortune comes down, it's bound to go up again, right? It's the circle of life. Just because you're having a bad day today doesn't mean you're having a bad life. It's just a bad day. That's how you treat it, and then you move on. So that is how you can unlock your prosperity, by knowing that you are really lucky and that luck is always on your side. And if something doesn't work out, it's because there's something better in store for you. And I know when you're feeling down, it's very difficult to be optimistic, to look at the bright side. So this next card is going to show us how you can find peace of mind when you are feeling down, when you're not feeling particularly lucky. So here we have the Two of Cups. Now, something I see in the Two of Cups is that maybe you're surrounded by people who really love you. You have a family, you have friends, you have maybe even a partner. You have a lot of people around you who you can share your feelings with. Whenever you're feeling all of the feels, whenever you're feeling like you have too much going on, or like there's too much on your mind, all you have to do is talk to people around you. Sometimes that helps the most. This could be a family member, a friend, a partner, a pet, your diary, a therapist, a doctor, honestly anyone. And again, the message with the Fool card is kind of overlapping this as well. sometimes all you have to do is just talk to people. You don't really need them to give you an answer. You don't really need them to advise you on anything. You just sometimes need someone to talk to or vent to, and that's what gives you peace of mind. So this card is going to be showing me when you are the happiest, and here we have the Queen of Wands. And yes, you are the happiest when you are expressing yourself, when you are in control of the situation, when you don't really have to answer to someone else, when you're doing your own thing, when you're, you know, being very creative, when you're being very truthful and authentic to yourself, when you're doing exactly what you want to do, when you're speaking your mind. I feel like this is a very individualistic kind of vibe that I'm getting from you guys, which is why I think that you would be really good entrepreneurs, really good leaders. Something else that I'm getting with Queen of Wands is that you are very beautiful. So you could also be like a model, an influencer, a YouTuber, something like that as well, like someone who's very creative, someone who's very confident with putting yourself out there. That's when you are the happiest, when you're expressing yourself, when you're being yourself, when you don't feel trapped or restricted. That's when you feel happiest. The next card is going to show me your hidden potential. So here we have the Five of Cups. Now something that I can see in the Five of Cups is that your hidden potential is that you are someone who's capable of inspiring and also healing people. I feel like your optimism can rub off on people, your creativity can inspire other people. I feel like you're so lucky and you have so many people to talk to, that you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of perspective on life, and I feel like you have a very unique take on life, which is something that really inspires people and it also heals people. So that's the reading that I have for you guys, group number 2. Let me know if this reading resonated, if it didn't, in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi group 3, if you chose the Green Aventurine heart, then this is going to be your reading for how you can unlock yourself using this key right here. I'm going to be looking into how you can unlock different aspects of your life in this reading. So if you're feeling a little stuck or you're feeling a little lost, then I hope that this can give you some guidance or some answers. So let's get started with your reading, with the first card telling us what makes you unique. And here we have the Six of Wands. Now something that I can see in the Six of Wands, group number 3, is that you are an empath. I feel like people are just drawn towards you. You just seem very approachable, very friendly. A lot of people overshare things with you, maybe even the first time they meet you. They just feel very comfortable around you. They feel like you have a lot of answers, a lot of wisdom. You're very wise, you're very confident, which is why I feel like a lot of people would also want to be your friends. Maybe you have a big friend group, or if you are an introvert, this could just mean that there are a lot of people who like to be your friends. But in case you are an introvert who likes to keep their circle small, this could also mean that there are a lot of people out there who like to be your friends, who like to be part of your inner circle, and that's what makes you unique. Next up, we're gonna see how you can unlock your magical powers, because this could be something that you either already know about yourself, or this could have come off as a complete shock to you. So let's find out how you can unlock your magical powers. So here we have the Four of Swords. How you can unlock your magical powers is by sometimes blocking yourself from people getting too close to you. If you are someone